Hello friends, welcome to 𝑶𝒓𝒊𝒈𝒂𝒎𝒊 video session 161. So basically in today's video we will cover the rest of the subcharts at one go which are present under the pipelines chart. So basically we will cover the funnel, the origami and the Sankey chart. So here I will just go to Analytics Studio. We will open this data set and very quickly what I will do is I will go to this stacked funnel chart. Okay, so if you go to funnel chart, this is how it shows up. So there's no minimum requirement as we are having in waterfall and stacked waterfall chart, right? And here you need this option of segment. So basically I will again go for the stage only as of now. Okay, and as you can see, like this is how it looks like for the stage. Okay, and before proceeding further, let me just duplicate both of them so that I can cover the other charts as well. So now if you see, you have this option of funnel where you can decide the number of stem segments. So like for example on the bottom, you can see like it comes as a curve. Okay, it's not a curve, I mean it's a uh, slanted line, right? So it comes as a slanted line, but here it's a straight line if you see. So stem segment is basically this straight portion which is that is known as the stem. Okay, and this is the portion where it bulges out. So basically you have this way, okay, and then it bulges out. So that straight portion is known as the stem, and the point where it start bulging out, that point is actually kind of is that point where things start bulging out. But anyway, the number of stem segments you can increase. For example, currently it is 3. Now with 3 being there, what I can do is I can actually sort it by descending. Okay, that is helpful. Now with 3 being there, or maybe I can sort by ascending. I think that will be more helpful. Yeah, so as you can see here with 3 being there, I think this doesn't look nice. Let me just, yeah. So here, as you can see, currently we have this proposal, negotiation and prospecting. Now if I want, I can change that. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's clear the sorting because I think that way I can explain it better. uh, okay, so currently, like for example, we have the value proposition, qualification and prospecting. Now this one, which is the proposal, it's not there in the stem, but if I make it as 4, that proposal will actually come out over there. Okay, and of course after that you have the show value as compact numbers and the number of decimal digits. Like if you don't want to show the measure title, you can disable that. As you can see, that measure title, which is the count of rows, will not get displayed. Okay, and if you don't want to show the total, you can actually skip that. So either ways you can have these two options. Then the legend is basically the same as we walked through earlier. I'm not walking through that. Okay, so this is all about the funnel chart. And trellis, it will just create separate section. Okay, nothing much over there. Now this is the formatting options under funnel chart. Okay, simple as it can get. So let me write it as formatting options under funnel chart. Let me save this. And here what I will do is now I will go for this chart, which is nothing but the origami. For the origami chart, again, we need the segment away. I will go for the same one, that is stage. Okay, and this is how it looks like. Now if I go to this option of origami chart, you don't have anything else. So you have this show value as, which we already walked through, and the number of decimal. Again, here also you have, like if you want to show the measure title, you can show it. Okay, if you don't want to show it, it will disappear. And if you have that option of showing the total as well. Okay, that's the thing about this one, nothing else. And here I can again quickly write it as formatting options under origami chart. And here let me save this to my app recipe dataset, which is fine. And what I will do is now I will go to the next one, which is the Sankey chart. So here I will just go for this Sankey. Now here, of course, I need to copy this in my notepad. So I will just open my notepad once again. And if you see, like to display Sankey, you need 1 field for flow width and 2 field for nodes. That's the condition over here. Okay, so the flow width is fine. I have the count of rows. I need 2 field for nodes. Okay, so here what I will do is I will go for this option of stages, of course, as well as I will go for this option of stage bucket. Okay. And as you can see, this is how the Sankey chart looks like. You have the closed stage, you have the open stage, and this is how the whole representation of chart is. Okay, it's like the closed one is mapped to the closed stages, and you know the like the closed one and closed loss that's mapped to closed stage, as you can see. Okay, like this is the bar. Like if you observe over here, if you see my cursor, like this is that whole bar related to the closed stage. Okay, this is the standing line of that closed stage, and if you see the closed loss and closed loss getting mapped over here. Okay, and similarly, you have the open stage and others are getting that. But if you go for some other options, let's say go for industry, I think it will show up much more appropriately. Like this is the complete representation right now. So you have open stage, and under open stage, you have like other things. Like for example, I know insurance is there. Okay. And applies that. Now this becomes a bit zigzag as you can see over here, but this is a more proper representation, right, of the Sankey chart. Okay. But yeah, as of now, like we can just go for the stage so that at last we can do the proper comparison. So it's like one points are getting mapped to the other one, and this is how the whole chart looks like, and one can know that properly. Fine. This is how the Sankey chart. Fine. Here, if you observe, we don't have any option of trellis, and if you just go to this Sankey chart, here again it's the same option. So here you have that option of show dimension levels. Okay, so if you want to show the dimension levels, like you have the stage bucket stage, if you want to show that. If you don't want to show, you can disable it. If you want to show the totals, if you don't want to show it, you can disable the totals which was being shown over here. Okay, and if you want to show the absolute values, I think for here I don't have the absolute values, I guess. Yeah, so that's why this is not working. I don't have the absolute values. Maybe let me just try out once with industry. Okay, yeah, with industry also I don't have absolute, which is fine. So yeah, maybe some other cases I can show you what it is all about, but as of now I don't have it. So that's it about this one. So that's the thing about Sankey chart. Okay, so maybe very quickly I can just save it as formatting options under Sankey chart. And I can save it in my recipe data set. Okay. Now, just to give you a quick recap of whatever things we covered, and of course, you know, we will cover through in details once we come to the difference. But as of now, like here, when it comes to the, and yeah, one thing I can show you very quickly is the trellis option as well. So I'm not quite sure. Didn't I save this? Okay. I think I didn't save the formatting options under this one. I guess I didn't save it. Okay. I didn't save this one. So let me just very quickly save this chart as well. Formatting options under funnel chart. This is recipe dataset, which is fine. Okay, and maybe I can quickly show you how it appears if the trellis comes into picture. I will not save that part, but let's say I bring the trellis of stage name. Okay, sorry, stage bucket. Okay, so if I bring the option of stage bucket, this is how it looks like. Fine, as you can see over here. Like of course, you know, in one like in a stem you have both of these values because only two values are there. But this is how the structure looks like. And here, for example, if I go for trellis and I show you the stage bucket, then you know this is how it looks like. You have the closed stages. This is how it's being done, and you have the open stages. This is how it's being done over here. Okay. But anyways, I'm not saving this one. I just wanted to show you the trellis. But the main thing to look over here is like when it comes to the funnel chart, okay, you will have the segment size, you will have the segment, okay, and here basically you can choose like how many like number of stem segments which you want to make it much more representative, or you can do it based upon how your client needs it, and you can show the measure title. One thing is over there, and if you want to show the measure but you don't want to show the total, those options are flexible over here. And of course you can show the value as compact numbers or you know other parts, and you know the legit tooltip, playlist chart mouse and formatting are there. We can play around and you know do the other coloring aspect as well, which is fine. And here, when it comes to over here, basically here you have 1 minute. Yeah, under origami chat, again, that same thing is there. You can show the measure title or you can show the total in title. That is completely fine. These two checkboxes are there. You can map this. Okay. And at last, when you have the Sankey chart under here, you will have that additional part. So until now, we were having the measure title and show total in title, but here you have the show totals. Okay, you have the show absolute values and you have the your dimension levels. Okay, this is how you can actually map it. Fine. So that's all about this one. Okay, and yeah, in our next video we will actually cover what are the difference between all these kind of subcharts which are present under pipelines. Okay, so under pipelines, of course, we know what are the charts which are present. We understood what is the difference. And one thing to observe, like in Sankey chart, you don't have additional things like the this thing that is the legend, tooltip, trellis, chart markers. Okay, sorry, tooltip is there. Tooltip is there, but the other aspects are not there. That is trellis, chart markers, furniture formatting, because definitely other colorings aspects are not required over here. Fine. So yeah, that is all about this one. And yeah, let's meet very soon in our next video where we will cover about difference in the all the subjects present under this pipelines chart. Okay. So yeah, thank you.